Hello beautiful people, let's make this soft donuts. My bowl, I brought in milk, I also brought in yeast and sugar. We're going to mix this to combine properly. It's important you know that your yeast will help your dough to rise, so make sure you have a yeast that is still good. If you're not sure, you cover this for 5 minutes. It should show you some foamy signs. If not, discard it. And I brought in vanilla flavor. You can use any flavoring of your choice. I also brought in 1 large egg, and we'll mix this for the egg yolk to dissolve completely. And I brought in flour and salt, and we'll start mixing this to form a shaggy dough. It's important to note that it's your yeast that will help your dough to rise, except you're using a self-rising flour. Otherwise, make sure you use a good yeast. And when I'm not able to turn this again with my spatula, I came in with my washed hands, bring this together, and I brought in butter. We'll also mix this in, and I transferred this to my work table for easier kneading, and we'll start kneading this. Now this is where the work comes in for donut making. We'll knead this between 7 to 10 minutes depending on how good you are with hand kneading. If you have a stand mixer, you can use that for this. In all, you knead it till it's soft and fluffy like this, and we'll turn this into a ball shape, flip it to the other side and have it nice and tight. I spread out a little oil on the work table and placed in the dough. That will help the dough not to stick when we are proofing it. We'll cover this and allow this to rest for about 30 to 40 minutes, and it has risen just a little. I also spread out some oil on my rolling pin, and we're going to stretch this out. We'll spread this out not so thin, like 1/4 of an inch, and here is the cutter I'll be using. You can use any cutter you prefer, but I want square donuts, and I'll dust some flour on the cutter so that it will be easy to cut the dough. I want to make a different shape of donuts. I have many other amazing donut videos with different shape and different sizes. You can do well to check them out. We'll separate this excess. You see how soft and elastic the dough is. That will help give you good donuts. Now fold it into a ball shape again. We'll repeat the same process for another batch of cutting out. And in my parchment paper, I brought in a little flour and placed in each dough. This will help the dough not to stick when we are proofing it. And here they are all lined up. I'll cover this with my plastic wrap and my clean kitchen towel and allow this to rest for 30 to 40 minutes because I do not want to lose the shape. And let's go and fry. I already have my oil on heat, and when it heats up, we're going to bring in the dough, and note that your donuts must float. It shouldn't sink into the oil, and fry this for about 2 minutes on low to medium heat before flipping it to the other side. If your oil is too hot, it's going to burn so fast outside without cooking well inside, and if your oil is not hot enough, it's going to soak up lots of oil. So you have to be checking to know if you need to increase your heat or to reduce the heat. And we'll fry this other side for a minute or so because the oil is already hot, and we'll take it out from the oil when it's golden brown on both sides. I always bring it out in a serviette paper. It helps drain any excess oil. And here they are all lined up to cool completely. I always say that homemade recipes are the best, and every meal is possible in your kitchen. I hope you learned a thing or more from this video. Remember, a Glory Homemaker will give you value for your time. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.